So hello everyone, in this video I am going to find out the integral of sine square x using two methods. As always, you can pause the video and give it a try, and when you are ready you can continue with this video to see how this problem can be solved. So what's going on? My name is Deep Bhomik and welcome back to our channel Physics and Math Geeks. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe this channel and press the bell icon. Destroy that bell icon so that you get the notifications for our latest videos. So let's get started. Here I will find out the integral of sine square x using two methods. In the first method, I will be using the integration by parts method. So method 1, integration by parts method. So here what I am going to do is basically something like this. I have integral of sine square x dx. I can write this as the integral of sine of x into sine of x dx. Now if you remember the integration by parts formula, it says integration of f of x into g of x dx is equals f of x into integration of g of x minus integration of f dash x times the integration of gx whole dx. So I am going to apply this formula out here. So here in this case, your f of x as well as g of x, both of them are equal to sine of x. So let me apply this formula. So it will be equals now integration of sine of x dx. Here we have to integrate g of x, so I had integrated sine of d of x into sine of x minus integration of whole of differentiation of f of x, that's sine of x again, times the integration of sine of x dx whole dx. So I have applied the formula. Now integration of sine of x is equals minus of cosine of x. So I can write this as minus of cosine x times sine of x minus integration of, now differentiation of sine of x is cosine of x. So it's into cosine of x into again integration of sine of x dx is equals minus of cosine x times dx. Let me simplify. So simplification leads to this expression. So here now I have to solve this cos square x integration such that I can find out the integral of sine square x. You may think like that, but actually it's not required. Instead what I can do is I can write minus of sine x cosine of x plus integration of, now I can write cos square x as equals 1 minus of sine square x. So instead of cos square x I can write this as 1 minus sine square x dx. So it will be now equals minus of sine of x cosine of x plus, I can now separate them, so it will become integration of dx minus integration of sine square x dx, the integral which you exactly want to find out. So here I get integration of sine square x dx is equals minus of sine x cosine of x plus integration of x is equals x minus integration of sine square x dx. So what I can do is now I can bring this term on the left hand side. So this implies I can write this as 2 times integration of sine square x dx is equals minus of sine x cosine of x plus x. Now I can write minus of sine x cosine of x as minus of sine of twice x by 2 plus x. How could I write this? Because I remember sine of twice x is equals to sine of x cosine of x. So this implies your sine of x cosine of x is equals sine of twice x by 2. So I could write this in place of sine x cosine of x. So let me bring this 2 on the right hand side. So this will give you integration of sine square x dx is equals minus of sine twice of x divided by 4 plus x by 2 plus a constant c, because we are doing indefinite integration, and this is your solution. Now I promised you in the beginning of the video that I would do this integration in two methods. I have already done it in one method. Let me do it by the second method. So now let me do it by the second method, and that method will basically use trigonometric reduction. We will be using trigonometric identities to find this integral. So I have to find integration of sine square x dx. Right? Now I could write sine square x as 1 minus cosine of twice x divided by 2. So let me substitute it out here. So it will now becomes integration of 1 minus cosine of twice x divided by 2 dx. So let me bring out the half, it's a constant, and let me break the integration. So it will now become integration of dx minus integration of cosine 2x dx. And let me first find out the integration of cosine of 2x separately. So integration of cosine of twice x dx. Let me take a u substitution. Z is equals twice x. So this implies I can write dz by dx is equals to, so I can write this as dz is equals twice dx. So therefore, as a result, my integral becomes cosine of z times dx. I have to replace this dx. So dx is equals dz by 2. So your integral now becomes cosine of z times dz by 2. So let me bring out the half. So it will become half times integral of cosine of z dz. Okay. So now I can write this as half times integration of cosine z dz is equals sine of z. Now what was your z? Your z was equals twice x. So I can write this as half of sine of twice x. So your integration of cosine of twice x is equals half of sine of twice x. So let me substitute this in the expression. So now it will be equals half of integration of x is equals x minus integration of cosine of twice x is now equals half of sine twice x plus a constant must be there because I am doing indefinite integration. So it will be now equals x by 2 minus of sine of twice x by 4 plus c dash, where your c dash will be equals c by 2. So it's equals, now let me rearrange this expression, sine of twice x by 4 plus x by 2 plus c dash. So this was the integral of sine square x dx. So by both the methods I find that the integral of sine square x dx is equals minus of sine twice x by 4 plus x by 2 plus c dash, and this is your answer. So this was the problem for today's video. Hope you liked it. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and share this video. If you find any other interesting methods in solving this integral, you are free to leave it in the comment section. And once again, please subscribe my channel for the latest videos. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.